Hello, this is Durden here to explain to you the rules for DRDNS World 2014, which will be hosted at Schoolcraft College in Livonia, Michigan on June 21st, 2014. In preparation for Smash Bros. Wii U, Smash Bros. 3DS, or Smash Bros. 4 if you want to call it that, I have a build your own stage list rule set. Now, the way that we are going to do this is you are going to select Brawl. You're going to pick your characters, you and your opponent. You can ask for a blind pick if you need to, or you can just straight go pick your characters. After that is decided, you go up to the rules. You switch it from time to stock. We will be having a 3-stock tournament. Handicap is still set to off, damage ratio is still 1.0, and stage choice is still choose. But the next place you visit is the item switch to make sure that all the items are on, but their appearance is set to none. This means that the stages will not have items by the Shy Guys or balloons or whatever else they were supposed to have. But the characters like DDD and Diddy Kong are still able to have their items available. DDD is able to throw, along with his Waddle Dees, Waddle Doos, and Gordos, capsules, which could pop out any of the items that is on. It is also able to throw an exploding capsule. Now, with this being something that can happen, you might want to learn what tricks there are with items, like being able to jump in the air with a spring in your hand. You throw it down and jump off it, and you are able to go soaring high. It is a great way to follow up or to just recover. There are golden hammers, which are able to float in the air if you know how. These are all things that you should practice before coming, or just find out the hard way if it ever happens. Maybe you'll be lucky enough you don't see it. The capsule does have a probability of pretty much a Gordo, so you may see multiple in a game. You may throw for 5 minutes and still not see it. Now, the next thing you do after you make sure the items are on and set to none is you go to the more rules, and you see the stock time limit, and you change it to 5 minutes. Now, this is less than 2 minutes per stock, but it still is a doable thing to completely take out a person's 3 stocks in 5 minutes. You can do it within 3 minutes. You can do it within 2. I mean, it all depends on how fast you are playing, how campy you guys are playing, the playstyle, and the characters. Now, this does shorten our set length tremendously from having a 2-game set that would go to 16 minutes to a 3-game set going 15 minutes. So you're automatically shorter than the previous of if there are timeouts. We also have our team attack set to on. Pause is set to off. Score display doesn't matter, but leave it off. Damage gauge, leave it on. Now the confusing part is you turn on all the stages before game 1. And before game 1, one player or team gets rid of 7 stages. Then the second player or team gets rid of 7 stages. So before you even start game 1, you have 14 stages removed from your roster. It could be because you don't like those stages. It could be because you don't find them to be competitive. It can be for whatever options you choose. But there will be 14 stages gone before. After that, one of the players asks, do you want to play on insert stage here? It could be, do you want to play on Port Town Aero Drive? If the other player or team says no, they then get to retort with, would you like to play on insert stage here? It could be, would you like to play on Skyworld? And if both teams or players could not agree in that one time, then the choice will be random. This encourages people that may have said no just because they kind of don't like a stage to say yes and agree to a stage. It also because they are afraid of something worse on the stage list. Now, after game 1 is played, let's say player 1 wins. Player 1 will then ban another 7 stages. And then from the stages left, the player 2 or team 2 would be able to choose any of these stages to counter on. After that happens, you go back and you choose your character. The winning player or team chooses first. And then the losing player or team chooses after that. And then game 2 is played. Now, if the same person that won game 1 won game 2, congratulations, your set is over. You go report your score and you wait for your next match, or you play your next match if it's already set up for you. If not, you go back to the stage selection screen, and the winning player of that game gets to get rid of another 7 stages. That leaves us with 13 of the original 41 stages left, and they get to pick a game off of that. I am doing this in hopes that when Smash 4 or Wii U/3DS comes out, we will kind of adapt this formula so that the players get to pick what they think is competitive by them being the last third of the stages still around, as opposed to just a few figureheads going, you know what, this is what I find, these are the skills I want to test, these are the stages I find viable, this is what we're going to keep. I do not find that to be a very good system and hope that this continues on. Just as much as I hope that I see a lot of people at DRDNS World 2014, and I want to remind everyone that the focus is fun while still competing, because DRDNS World is always about fun. It's a party game that we play competitively, so let's give our competitive rules while still having fun and enjoyment. Hopefully to see you all there. Ta-ta for now.